Welcome back into the Enrichment Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Stern AG. If you need help with your financial planning, turn to the experts at Stern AG, experts who know the importance of listening. Stern AG believes their experts' ears are their most effective technology. That means not simply hearing what someone has to say, but understanding what they mean. Stern AG. You need to get in touch with them this week and talk about your financial planning. Let's look at the MrSEC.com scoreboard for the week. We'll tell you what's going on. Kentucky over Miami of Ohio. Miami, Florida proved a little tougher than the one from Ohio when they knocked off Florida. Mississippi State routs Alcorn State, or Alcorn State if you want to pronounce it correctly. Missouri defeated Toledo. South Carolina falls to Georgia. Big win for the Bulldogs. Tennessee obviously beats Western Kentucky. And then we have Arkansas struggled a bit with Samford. Ole Miss got a big lead and then sat on against Southeast Missouri State. Johnny Manziel and Texas A&M went nuts. Auburn beats Arkansas State. Gus Malzahn over the team he coached last year. Vandy beats Austin Peay. And LSU routs UAB. All right, this segment is called the Lightning Round, and it's going to have to be, all right? I said we weren't going to have to go Oregon fast. I lied. We're going to have to speed up into the Oregon zone, all right? Jimmy, I'll start with you. Whether it's Steve Spurrier and Danny Werfel or Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow, Florida fans are used to seeing big offense. They weren't thrilled last year when they were winning with defense. Now they're not necessarily winning at all. They just don't have an offense. Gut feeling. Will Muschamp going to succeed at Gainesville?
I think that he is going to succeed because I think he's going to recruit well enough to be a consistent 10-game winner.
Okay.
So I'm going to say he's going to succeed.
All right. Bob Hodge, Georgia lost at Clemson. Florida lost at Miami. Mississippi State lost in Houston to Oklahoma State. Is the SEC down this year?
Not necessarily. I think the power of the SEC is in the West. And when I see Alabama and LSU losing to non-conference opponents, then I'll worry about the SEC. Plus, Georgia lost to a good Clemson team. Florida, I think the jury's still out on them. So I'm going to say no from the aspect of the SEC West where the power's at.
You know what the national media will be saying.
Well, let them say it.
Here's the thing. It could, come back if your computer rankings drop a little bit. It could come back to bite you if you've got a one-loss team. But I agree. I don't think they're down yet. I think it's too early. But right. You're going to hear it.
Propaganda.
All right, Brittany, I'm going to go to you. Georgia holds the tiebreaker in the SEC East thanks to that win yesterday. Hasn't mattered the last couple of years. Georgia, remaining on their schedule, still has to play ranked SEC foes LSU and Florida. South Carolina only has to play Florida in terms of a ranked SEC foe. Who's going to win the East?
I think that's going to matter this year. I think Florida's going to be the kicker, especially if they can sharpen up a little bit, quit making some mistakes. But even that being said, I think South Carolina and Georgia could still beat Florida. I think South Carolina could win out in the SEC this year. Georgia could fall to LSU in a few weeks, but even if that happens, we'll come down to the tiebreaker. Georgia holds the tiebreaker, and
you're going with the Bulldogs.
Georgia. Yep.
Okay, so the tiebreaker holds this year in Brittany's opinion. David, I got a tough one for you. This is really tough. Wouldn't a chrome helmet with a big orange power tee look pretty cool with that smoky gray uniform?
No.
Oh, come on. No. Come on. That
Don't mess with a beautiful thing.
Okay. Well, you were okay with the gray?
Yeah, I'm okay with the gray.
Just not the chrome helmet?
It was professionally done. The previous black jerseys looked horrendous, but orange and white, beautiful power tee, thick stripe, looks awesome. Don't mess with it.
Everybody always talks about an orange helmet. Let me show you something that Tennessee could do. If you didn't want to go with straight chrome, what about an orange tinted chrome? That's Tulsa with a golden chrome, but a big chrome dome, kind of gold with a white power tee? No one? Okay. All right. I thought I'd get somebody to bite on that. All right. I want to say thanks to everybody for being here. We'll see you all next week, except for Brittany Nauta. Congratulations. I want to say farewell to Brittany here. She has taken a job in the Bluegrass State as a weekend anchor, producer, weekday reporter. You're going to be doing everything. You've been a tremendous ambassador for the show, on the air, off the air. Everything we put in front of you, you've nailed it. I really appreciate it. Talent-wise, you're going to be back in Knoxville or Lexington, or we're going to see you somewhere else down the road. Thank you very much for all you've done for the show.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, the Cavaliers line, Western Kentucky picks, and Pearl's pulpit. Come on back on the Enrichment Sports Source.